And welcome back. How you doing? Welcome back to episode 17 of Shut It. Can you believe it's been 17 episodes? I can't believe it. I think I have maybe 120 followers. So if I'm just going to say it up in the front, because I never say it. I always forget to say it. And then later I'm like, I should have said something. So I'm going to say something now. If you like, if you run into this, you're like, oh my God, it's in my algorithm. Can you just subscribe, and maybe if you want to comment, you can comment. And you can say, you can comment about anything. You can comment about your life. You can comment about your cousin's life. You can comment about anything. I don't know. I'm sweating. I just got back from a long walk with the dog, and last night was amazing. It was a great show at this new venue. I'm loving it. It's like I get to try out so much new material, and it was pretty fun. Anyway, it was, I had Turkish, I had someone from Macedonia, someone from the Netherlands, Palestine. I mean, it was just a wow, international, and it was fun, and they were fun. Oh, I have a couple Americans. No British, though. Isn't that weird? I don't get many Brits at my shows, which is weird because it's in English. You think the British are like, oh, it's a show in English. But they don't really come. I mean, they used to at the other venue, but not this one. Anyway, so what's happening? I talked about a few things. I talked about an incident that happened the other day. I don't know if I'm the only one, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. But when you go into a your local supermarket, and whenever this happens once every year, maybe 2 years, and you go into the supermarket and you see somebody from your neighborhood that you know, something inside of me just panics. I just go like, oh my God, I can't talk to them. Even though I do comedy in front of strangers for a living, if I see an acquaintance I know at a supermarket, I freeze and I try to hide. I act like, I don't know, like a Jason. I'm like suddenly Jason Bourne. I'm like hiding behind a detergent bottle. I'm just like, and that happened to me the other day. I mean, I know this woman. She lives in my neighborhood. She's really nice. We're not good friends. You know what I mean? We're not good friends at all. Like I think she had like a little Christmas drink thing for the neighborhood 3 years ago, and I went. And I see, her kid went to the same school as my kid, but we're not friends. We're not enemies, but we're not friends. But if we make eye contact, we're going to have to chit-chat. And that's what I don't like. I really don't like the chit-chat because I get nervous. I do. It's weird. I know. I get nervous. I'm like, I just start babbling. I just start, oh, how's it going? Oh, really? Oh, yeah, your hair looks great. And then it's just downward. And then I just talk too much. I talk too much about what's going on. And then, so what I do is I hide. I literally, I just hide. I go and just put my head down and wait for them to leave. And then I run to the checkout. But yeah, I talked about that last night, and I don't know, put it in the comments. Do you guys do that? Do you hide from people that you know, acquaintances, when you run into them at the supermarket so you don't have to make idle chit chat? I do. I mean, I do that when I walk my dog. I don't know anybody. I don't really run into anybody I know when I walk my dog because I walk him in the forest. But a lot of times I walk into strangers who are walking their dogs, and my dog and their dog, they always dogs just like to sniff each other's butts, and we have to wait, pause. And that's awkward chit chat when your dog is sniffing a stranger's their butt. And sometimes they lick dicks. It's not a sexual thing. They just do it. I don't know. They smell it and then they lick it. It's weird. Dogs are great, but sometimes they're weird. Okay, they don't have language. So they're like, where were you? Where are you from? I'm going to smell your butt. And I don't know about the dick licking thing. That's kind of weird. But anyway, So there's this one woman who I do run into, and she terrifies me. Not because we were ever friends. We weren't, but my friends were sort of friends in her circle. And my friends threw me a surprise birthday party, and she was apparently livid at me. This grown woman, who I guess we were friends on Facebook. I don't know. She defriended me. And I was like, wow, what happened? Because to my friend who threw this is ridiculous. She threw a surprise birthday party for me. A good friend, a very good, close friend. And this person that I barely know, who I was Facebook's friends with, but I didn't know her, was mad at me because I didn't invite her to my surprise birthday party. Yeah. This village, man. This is a fucking wacky place. Yeah. So there's a reason I hide. I'm afraid of her, actually. When I see her, I just panic because I can't believe she's mad at me. Anyway, it's ridiculous. I don't even get it myself. Anyway, like I said, this is going to be a short one. Let's talk about this writer's strike. What's going on with the writer's strike? I was talking to a friend of mine who is from LA, who is a writer. And I said, you know what? The writer's strike, it's all finished anyway with Chat GPT. It's over. Like, no, there will be no more writers. There will be no more writers with Chat GPT. You don't need them. Because they have this was in, where was this? I have to read you this. These are some funny signs. Anyway, I feel bad for the writers. They need to get paid, but I think a lot of people are going to start losing their jobs because of Chat GPT. And the Writers Guild, there's some really funny signs, some funny signs from the Writers Guild. Succession without writers is just The Apprentice. That's a good one. And writers, this is apropos. Writers on strike wrote Chat GPT this. Okay, that wasn't a very good one. Writers Guild on strike. Chat GPT doesn't have childhood trauma. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I'm sure it makes sense to a lot of people who are writers, but I'm a writer and that doesn't make any. Oh, right. So if you have trauma, then you can be a writer. I don't think so. I don't think you need trauma to be a writer, but it helps. I think it helps. I think the Dostoevsky and the big, Russians and the Ulysses and they probably had scarlet fever, and that made them write a fucking genius epic novel. Homer, the Dickens novels. Yeah, that was trauma based. Okay, I get it. But you're writing for I don't even watch TV. What's on TV? A sitcom, a dumb sitcom about a mom who's a frazzled mom and the husband doesn't do anything, but they love each other. That's what you're writing. That's childhood trauma. That would give me trauma writing for those shows. Although I take the paycheck. Shut up. Anyway, another one is you're going to be the villain in the... Oh. These aren't... For writers, these are not good signs. I'm sorry. I would have come up with way better snaps than this. Okay, this one says, you're going to be the villain in the limited series about this. Who's going to be the villain? The Writers Guild, I guess. All right. She should be fired. I don't know who wrote that, but that is the dumbest strike poster, picket line poster. This guy tweeted, put a picture up of his wife's strike signs, and I'm gonna no. Okay. Oh, I have to go on Twitter for that. I stopped using Twitter because of because of the crazies. Okay, this guy, he says his wife has the best ones. Writer, I have a family to feed. Studios, who told you to have a family? Writers Guild on strike. Studio execs, when you demand fair compensation. You know what? These are really bad. Okay, Writers Guild on strike. Pay writers a little more. Yeah, these are bad. Okay. Pay writers a little more. Rebrand HBO Max again. Oh, I guess they're focusing too much on rebranding. Yeah. Okay, you know what? These are really bad. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not a writer on a show. I've never been a writer on a show. But I would be like, go fuck yourselves, WGA. You know? Take it in the ass. Something like that. That's not good either. It's like a 13-year-old boy. And here's some more signs. I don't even get them. I don't even get these because I don't watch TV. You came up with Quibi. Whatever that is. I don't know. Writers, give up just one yacht. I like that one. It's basic, but it's truthful, and it's ridiculous because I don't know how many yachts do they have. Maybe they have 2, so they just have to give up one yacht, and they'll have a. Yeah. Anyway, that's good. I like that. Let's replace studio execs with AI. Well, that would be stupid because then the AI would be cost effective and just hire Chat GPT for his writers or her writers, whatever's writers. Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know. I just think they're kind of dumb signs, but that's my opinion. Like I said, I don't write for Family Guy or what are other TV shows out there. I don't write for the Waltons or the Jeffersons. I don't know. I don't write for... I only have references to like childhood shows that I used to watch. Family Ties. I don't know. I should start watching more television. What was the last like really good? Even when Friends was on, I never watched it. Or like Seinfeld, I never even watched it. This is neither here nor there. But the strike is on. What do you think about the strike? Do you think it's going to affect your life? I don't think it's going to affect anybody's life. But I think you should pay the writers fair amount until they lose their job. Until everybody loses their job from Chat GPT, because you know it's going to happen. I mean, I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm not happy at all about it. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's a terrible thing. I think it's going to just eat the entire construct, it's going to conflate upon itself, and it's just going to become this huge monster, and then eventually we'll all just go analog and throw out all of our technology because they're going to kill us. AI is going to kill us. So we're all going to like just throw out all of our smartphones, all of our like apps, and go back to a simpler time. You know what I mean? We're going to go back to prank calling. Is Mr. Hunt there? Who? Mike Hunt? Well, I'm sorry. Can you say, who is it? Mike Hunt? No, not your cunt. My cunt. And then you hang up. And then it'll be fun. And then we'll have fun times. And then we'll be like, oh my God, do you remember when we used to post selfies like 3 times a day? Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Do you remember we used to like people's sandwiches that they used to post on Instagram? Yeah, I remember that. I used to like a lot of food. Yeah, those were crazy times. This is so much better. Don't you think? Yeah, this is totally better. Yeah, it's insane. Anyway, we don't know what's going to happen. We're not sure. We know that the Prince Charles is not going to be prince anymore. He's going to be king. Are you excited about that? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I seriously don't care. Growing up in a very anti-British household for some reason, I don't know. I did. My father was like, he hated the Brits. I was like, what did they do to us? I love tea. And he's like, yeah. And he said, oh, they killed all the Irish and they starved them to death. And which, yeah, it's okay, that's fair. So in protest, he would not buy any Cadbury chocolate. You know, he was an activist, I guess. He was a radical. But no, I'm not celebrating that. I have a friend she's like, I told her, hey, let's hang out tomorrow afternoon. She's like, I can't. I'm like, why? Because I want to watch the coronation. I was like, you're Palestinian. Are you an idiot? She was like, yeah, I am, but I'm still going to watch it. And I was like, okay. No, she wasn't. No, she's not. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. In the end, I think they should Chat GPT. I think the Chat GPT should be the new monarchy. After this King Charles, then it's out. It's finished. It's going to be finished for princes and princesses and duchesses and dukes and all these fucking I don't know, royal names and little parties and tea parties and this and that. Now it's all going to be robots. And they're going to do all the tea parties and shaking hands with diplomats from all over the world, keeping people in their place, saying temperance is good. And then they'll have like voiceover, not actors. They're going to not have any actors anymore because they'll all be AI, fake British accents from robots, not actors. See, those jobs will be gone as well. Okay, this just in, New York Times breaking news. It's not really breaking news. I'm being an idiot. Look, I do dumb news. That's what I do. That's my thing. Let's get into it. Okay, Gen Z doesn't understand these common workplace phrases. Okay, Gen Z doesn't understand these common workplace phrases. Are you ready? They don't get it because they're not old. That's basically this article. Gen Z is struggling with phrases which include cut the mustard, flogging a dead horse, throw in the towel, and burning the midnight oil. True. Let sleeping dogs lie. And what's the beef? Who says what's the beef? All right, we don't say, Gen Xers do not say what's the beef. Like what's the beef? That's like a sitcom cat. Like what's the beef? I don't know any names of characters, but what's the beef, Joey? Yeah, Joey, that's a character from Friends. What's the beef, Joey? I don't know. Also made the list of phrases Jay-Z didn't understand is they kept saying things that it didn't understand. This is such a dumb article. That is how bad the New York Post is, which is why I love the New York Post, because they have somebody getting paid to say like what article. Oh, boss, I found the fact that some generations use phrases that other generations don't understand. Oh, really? Really? Okay, you should write an article in the New York Post about that. Okay, who should I interview? Some random person named no one, because they don't quote anybody. It just, more than 4 in 10 Gen Z workers. Okay, so it's got a link to a different article. Okay, the link to the other article is Gen Z can't work an office printer, but please don't tech shame them. Gen Zers and younger millennials have emerged from the womb knowing how to hack into their parents' smartphones, but put them in a traditional office environment, and the most naturally tech-savvy humans alive are suddenly almost as lost as their grandparents were. You see that? They don't know what they're doing. All they can do is like things or like swipe things on TikTok. They don't know how to use a fax machine. Do they even have fax? I haven't worked in an office in a very, very long time. I'm sure they have maybe some fax machines. I don't know. According to a report released by Chicago, half of college graduates in 2022 feel underprepared for the technical skills needed on the job. You know, I think when you get out of college, why do they always have to bend it? Like, it's the young people. Nobody knows what they're doing when they get out of college. That's why you go to college. To have somebody hire you knowing that you don't know shit because you spent 4 years partying. So now you have to learn how to, now that the party's over, and now you got to have the junior management teach you how to fucking roll in the paper, put in the ink blotter, the ink cartridge rather. Anyway, whenever I can't get the printer at my job to work, my older colleagues laugh at me in good fun. It makes me feel silly, Megan Whitaker, a 29-year-old social worker from Brooklyn, told the Post. She may not be able to work a printer, but can calm an emotionally disturbed person. What? Okay. The intergenerational tension is so common. There's even a term for it, tech shaming. Okay. A recent batch of data from Hewlett-Packard found that 1 in 5 young office workers feel judged when experiencing tech issues. The youths are also 10 times more likely to feel shame in these scenarios. All right. This is dumb. I gotta get going. I can't do this. This is so stupid. All right, back to the other thing. Let sleepings lie where sleep where they lie. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I'm an older person. I don't know what those things mean. Cut the mustard. I don't know what that means. I think I don't know like where it came from originally. Like you didn't custom, like you didn't live up to something. But I mean, who uses I didn't cut the mustard or you didn't cut the mustard? What are you, 100? Why are you working in an office? What is wrong with you? Take retirement. Nobody uses these phrases. Nobody. It's so stupid. Yeah, one of them is, they don't know the meaning behind common workplace phrases such as bite the bullet. Okay, bite the bullet means just do it anyway, even though you don't want to do it. You got to bite the bullet. You got to just do it, right? I don't know where it originated from. Bite the bullet. I don't know. I'm going to guess. The bullet, you bite on a bullet when somebody's operating on you. I don't know. And the other one is back to the salt mines. I'm an older person. I don't know what that means. Back to the salt mines? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never heard of that phrase. Boy, New York Post, slow week for you, huh? Yeah, and so Gen Z's, their terms are quiet quitting. Okay, quiet quitting. And take this offline. I get it. Take this offline. Like, let's not talk about it online. But cut the mustard. Nobody uses that. No Gen Xer uses cut them. Unless you're talking to your grandma. Like, what happened? I had to fire my assistant. Why? She didn't know how to load a cartridge of ink. Why? What do you mean? She didn't know how. What is a cartridge of ink? She didn't cut the mustard, Grandma. Oh, okay. She didn't. Yeah, she wasn't. She didn't do a good job, did she? No, Grandma. Yeah, okay. She didn't cut the mustard, Grandma. All right. And the other one, flogging a dead horse. Who uses that phrase? I mean, I don't know. I've never heard my grandma use that phrase. Flogging a dead horse. Throw in the towel. All right, maybe throw in the towel. Okay, maybe I've used that once or twice in my life. I'm going to throw in the towel. Give up. I'm going to give up on this article is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in the towel on this. This is so dumb. Burning the midnight oil. Okay. All right, boomer. I hate when people say that, boomer. Someone called me a boomer and I laughed because I'm not, but I think it's funny when I'm going to call Gen Zers boomers. All right, boomer. Whenever they get too uppity, I'm going to say, okay, boomer, to my teenager. Got it, boomer. And then she'll be like, what? And anyway, flogging a dead horse, throw in the towel, and burning the midnight oil. Let sleeping dogs lie. I guess it's just like, don't bother it. I've not once in my life used that phrase, nor have I ever heard anyone use that phrase except in like a period Agatha Christie PBS show. Like, nobody uses these phrases. And what's the beef is the worst. What's the beef, really? Not a single person. Maybe on a sitcom, like I said, but no. It's just not real. It's just not real. You're making shit up now. You know what? There's so much trauma going on right now in the world with all the wars, with what's happening in Palestine, Israel, with all the wars. Let's just cut out the Palestine, Israel. All the wars all over the world. Sometimes you need a little dumb New York Post. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to have that. If you don't have that, then you have to read real news. And that's not fun. And soon Chat GPT is going to be just the only reporter. It's going to be like by Chat GPT robot number 1 and then number 2 or whatever. They're just going to make shit up. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, look, I got nothing to talk about today. I don't give a shit about the coronation tomorrow. Am I going to watch it? No. Am I going to look at people commenting on it? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to look at that. But that's it. That's as far as it goes. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, we got to just entertain ourselves at this point. Yeah. So that's it. So that's what's happening. What are you going to do, you guys? What are you going to do? You can be sad. You can cry. You can cry in your little cubicle at work, or you can cry and turn your camera off during a Zoom meeting. But they're coming to get you. Chat GPT is coming to get you. All of us. We can't escape it. So embrace it. That's what I say. Embrace it. You cannot escape it. So embrace it. Although I did watch CNN, Christina Amanpour, they had a tech guy from Silicon Valley, like a head chief over there. And he was like, yeah, they're trying to stop it. Put a pause on AI for the moment. All the top Silicon Valley execs, they're like, yeah, this is going to be end of days shit if we don't put regulations in. So, I mean, hopefully that'll happen. If it doesn't happen, hug your plants, hug your dogs, take them out for walks, let them lick dicks. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's the end. All right, bye. I'll see you next week. Take care.